Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at another Blast console from AtGames, the Star Flashback Blast. This one was just released, I think December of 2019, so it's still relatively new. Looking at the box art, you can tell that there may be some kind of Star Wars or space theme with this one. Something I've recently learned about these Blast consoles is that you can throw away the idea if you think that they will follow a specific kind of theme. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we go over the games included with this one. You can tell we will have some Star Wars games on here, and we have Space Invaders, and a few others. One thing I like about the boxes of these new Blast systems is that they are much thinner than the older ones. And on the reverse side of the box, everything's in a portrait orientation. And if you have more than one, it looks nice when they're lined up next to each other. These Blast systems are actually budget systems. They're not meant to really wow you. They're very basic, very bare bones. They come with the games, they come with a way to play these games, and that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at what comes with the Star Flashback Blast. You have this 6-button white and orange controller, very reminiscent of the 6-button Sega Genesis controller. On the front of the controller are the start, menu, and rewind buttons, the A, B, C, X, Y, Z buttons, the disc D-pad, and you have that little blue LED indicator above the buttons to show when the controller is powered on. It is a 2.4 GHz wireless controller and will take 2 AAA batteries. I don't mind the look of the controller. The white and orange is definitely different from any other controller that I have. It does feel nice in the hands. I've never been a fan of the disc type D-pads. I didn't like it on any Genesis system. The buttons are actually pretty stiff, and I like that. I like knowing when I hit a button that it is registering. The thing with these Blast consoles is all the controllers look exactly the same. But AtGames has included a set of stickers with each Blast console that you put on the controllers so you can differentiate between them. You also have this small set of instructions that show you how to pair the controller with the system if you have to do that. I personally have not had to do that with any of my Blast systems. How to play 2-player games, and the button layouts. You have a USB, micro USB power cable, and these cords are very short because these are meant to be plugged into the TV itself. A lot of modern TVs have those USB ports, and that's what this cord is for. And here is the system itself, just a little dongle with an HDMI out. So this plugs directly into the HDMI port of your TV, and then you power it using this micro USB cord. On the reverse side of the dongle is the AtGames logo. As you can see, the Star Flashback Blast comes in this light gray color. Each of the Blast systems do have their own color, so you don't get them mixed up. So let's fire it up and we'll take a look at the games that come with the Star Flashback Blast. You can see our 2 featured games here. We have Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back. And except for one more game on the system, that's where the space theme stops. We have Jungle Hunt, City Connection, Hoops, Astyanax, Frontline, Polaris, Space Invaders, Pinball Quest, Rodland, and Totally Rad. And it took me a couple times, but I figured out what the common theme was between these games. Take a look at the top of the box art for City Connection. We have the developer Jellico. Same with Hoops, and Astyanax, and Pinball Quest, and Totally Rad. So these are all Jellico games. Maybe Rodland as well, but I couldn't find their name on there. But what is that? I've never even heard of this game, but this box art alone makes me want to play it. There's a lot going on here. Let's get started. We're going to take a look at Jungle Hunt first. Something I noticed with this system that I didn't with the others is that the Atari games finally work fine with my Elgato capture card. The Atari Flashback X and the Adventure Flashback Blast would not record the sound for Atari games, but they're working fine with the Star Flashback Blast. I don't know why, but I'm glad they do. Let's see if we can find some kind of space connection with all these games anyway. Let's see, this stage takes place in the water, and you feel like you're floating as if there's no gravity, like in space. Hitting the menu button while in game brings up this menu. You have 1 save state per game. Not only that, holding down the rewind button will take you back in the game. You can go back a lot in this game, so say we never punched that gator. We can just continue from that point. Next up we have Frontline, another Atari 2600 game. I believe I played this on a couple other collections, and this isn't bad for an Atari game. So how are we going to connect this to a space theme? Well, let's see. These Atari games, I mean, you have to use your imagination a lot. So who knows what we're looking at? We could be on another planet for all we know. Here we have Polaris for the Atari 2600. Shooting down some planes while we're in a sub. Oh, here we go. Wait, are we a sub? Or are we a spaceship floating through space? Here we are with Space Invaders. I don't know what version this is because the sound effects, nothing sounds like anything I recognize from this game. So I think this is some kind of custom version of Space Invaders. I'm not sure why they couldn't get either the Atari version, which I actually like the Atari version, or even the NES version. It's not bad. I like any version of Space Invaders. So besides the Star Wars games, this is pretty much the only game on the system with some kind of space theme. Now we're going to take a look at Hoops. I have never played this game before. It looks like an NES game. Also, it looks like there's some kind of filter applied. I'm not sure, but everything looks really smooth. Shoot for possession or around the world. I guess we'll shoot for possession. Okay, so I gotta just shoot the ball. There we go. Oh, nope, not quite. So I can try and block them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that dunk. Kind of like double dribble. Okay, now it's my turn. Out of the way, Boomer. Or whatever his name was. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, you couldn't bring this rock down? I think that's basketball lingo, maybe. Did you just see the air he got? There's no way they're on Earth with that kind of gravity. Here's City Connection, a very popular arcade-style driving racing game? Not really sure. This is not an easy game, but at least they let you turn around. Space theme. Well, I mean, I've never seen a car able to jump before, so this obviously has to be set in the future when we have flying cars. Alright, time for Rodland. Never heard or played this game. No idea what's going on with it. Someone's in prison. Written Tam. Your mom has been kidnapped by a monster. Oh, that was easy to find the space theme in this one, shooting stars. So now what? Oh, I can just smash these things and blow up bombs. And build ladders while collecting flowers. This is different. I kind of like this. Oh, I turned into a fairy, maybe. Oh, you collect all the flowers, you get an extra game. And they turned into something. Oh, now they turned into, I don't know what these things are. But they're angry and fast. Moving on to Totally Rad. Never played this game before. That kind of looks like Marty McFly a little bit. So Zeb. What's with all the jogging? What? Jogging? Zeb? Oh. Oh, okay. We're being attacked by aliens. That's easy. Oh, wait. Jake. I thought we were Zeb. Are we Zeb or Jake? Look at us go. Oh, we have lasers too. A laser fist. Well, I shot that spaceman. That's easy. Can I shoot up? What am I doing? Why did I dance? Dancing makes my life recharge. Okay. Oh, there's a Ferris wheel in the background. The space circus must be in town. Oh, that's the guy that shot me earlier. Moving on to one of the most difficult to pronounce games on the NES, Astyanax. I'm actually happy I got this one. There's a lot of games on here I've never played. So let's see. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Jeez, that's a big... Oh, skeleton. Whoa, where are you going? I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, well, I mean, that's obviously an alien eyeball. Oh, the skeleton came back. He came back for more. Look at a unicorn in the background. I like this one though. It's got really big, bright graphics that you don't see a lot in NES games. Oh, I have an upgrade to whatever that is. This is way more space themed than I thought. Wait, was that not the boss? Is there more? Oh yeah, we're moving on. Pinball Quest, I'm so happy they included this on here. I played a little bit of it. So this is not your regular pinball game. Also, stars, space theme achieved. You have pinball tables here. You got Pop Pop, Viva Golf, and Circus, but you have an RPG pinball game, complete with its own story and everything. How insane is that? An RPG pinball game. I think we just gotta take out that last tombstone over there. Oh, looks like we gotta hit that very last one all the way to the left. There we go, and we have a spirit. There we go. You just had to attack him with the ball, so apparently he's been waiting for us. Oh, that's a bad. Come on. I'm going to be very disappointed if AtGames doesn't include this with the Legends Gamer. Now let's take a look at the two featured games, starting with Star Wars. I didn't play a lot of these games. My friend owned this one, and I remember we had to use Game Genie a lot to get anywhere because these are extremely hard games. Whatever filter they're using really isn't that bad. The games don't look bad at all. Then all this goop dripping from the ceiling. Okay, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm sorry. I don't remember what this thing is called. Land Speeder? Right? I think that's what Luke drives in the desert. And there's a There's something over there. I can't do anything with it. Oh, I can move fast. Oh, another cave. This time we're in the green cave. It was in all the movies. We're fighting whatever this is. Rat. Space rat. Okay. And now the Empire strikes back. Oh. There's Harrison Ford. My favorite thing about this game is when you hit the start button. The emulation with this one is kind of funny. It sounds fine, but when those satellite-looking robot enemies come up, for some reason the sound cuts out. So this game, I'm not sure what's going on with the emulation. Oh, there's Obi-Wan. The sound is working fine here. I don't know why it kind of glitched out at the beginning, but sometimes, see, now it went out right there. Don't really know. Emulation on this game is funky. I did not notice that on any other games on this system. And there you have it. Not a bad system. I think the $30 price point that they're asking for is a little high. For this one, I would go $15 or $20. I think that's a little more reasonable for what you get. You do get 12 games, but some of them are a little questionable. But to me, the variety of the games, even though they're not following a specific theme or anything, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I like it when I have diversity in my games, especially on plug-and-play things like this. Because these systems are so basic, I don't think it was really meant for hardcore gamers. But I think these are geared more towards children, and I did play this some with my kids, and they had a lot of fun with it. So if you like the games lineup, you can find these on Walmart, Amazon. I'll have links in my description if you're interested. And that's it for me, so let me know what you thought in the comments below about the Star Flashback Blast. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is the part of the video where I thank those users who support the channel through YouTube memberships and Patreon. Eric Cologne, Jordy Alex, Mike Muniz, Sam Torres, Yaroslav Orudzov, Den Cardoso, Andre G, Randy Day, Travis Morton, Rick67, and Batman.